Alright guys, today we're going to be opening the TIE Silencer expansion pack for Star Wars X-Wing Miniatures game by Fantasy Flight. This is from the 1.0 edition of the game. This is one of the first order ships initially shown for the first time in The Last Jedi. It's kind of Kylo Ren's ship. So let's just take a look at the miniature here. Alright guys, we have our miniature here. It's a great looking miniature. It's darker than a normal TIE fighter and much bigger. It's very long. I'm interested to see what size ship base this has, because it's much larger than anything else on a small size base. But let's take a look at our pilots here. We've got Kylo Ren, skill of 9, attack and defense of 3, 4 hull, and 2 shields. He can focus, target lock, barrel roll, and boost. He costs 35 points, and you can have a leadership. Those 2 other upgrades. The first time you are hit by an attack each round, assign the I'll show you the dark side condition and attach to this card. We will take a look at that here in a minute. We have a test pilot named Blackout. Similar stats. When attacking, if the attack is obstructed, the defender rolls 2 fewer defense dies. That's nice. Obviously, he's a little cheaper, less of a pilot skill. First order test pilot. Just our generic TIE Silencer pilot. Skill value of 6, 29 cost, and an analyst for the manufacturer, Cinar Jameis. You see, you don't get those leadership upgrade options on the bottom too. Actually, no, you do get it on this one. You get the actual first order pilots, but you lose it on that analyst right there. So obviously, Kylo Ren is who most people are going to want to use for this. Let's see what upgrade cards we get here. Debris Gambit, small ship only, so this is a small ship. Assign 1 evade token to your ship for each obstacle at range 1 to a maximum of 2 evade tokens. You get a couple of those. Sensor Jammer. When defending, you may change one of the attacker's hit results to a focus result. The attacker cannot reroll the die with that changed result. Advanced Optics. You cannot have more than 1 focus token. During the end phase, do not remove unused focus tokens from your ship. I like that. It only costs 2. I may have played that on quite a few ships. Primed Thruster, a small ship only. Stress tokens do not prevent you from performing boost or barrel roll actions unless you have 3 or more stress tokens. That's really interesting. That's going to change some things. Threat Tracker. Ooh, a lot of words here. When an enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1 to 2 becomes the active ship during the combat phase, you may spend your target lock on that ship to perform a free boost or barrel roll action if that action is on your action bar. So a lot of stuff that lets you boost and barrel roll in these cards. The ship's going to be pretty maneuverable from what I see. Auto Thrusters Modification. When defending, if you're inside the attacker's firing arc past range 2 or outside the attacker's firing arc, you can change one of your blank results to an evade. You can equip this card only if you have the boost action. First Order Vanguard. TIE Silencer only. This is a title. When attacking, if the defender is the only ship in your firing arc at range 1 to 3, you can re-roll 1 attack die. When defending, you can discard this card to reroll all of your defense die. That seems like a nice upgrade for only 2. Okay, so this is the I'll show you the dark side condition. When this card is assigned, if it is not already in play, the player who assigned it searches the damage deck for 1 damage card with pilot trait and place it face up on this card, then shuffle the damage deck. When you suffer critical damage during an attack, you are instead dealt the chosen face-up damage card. When there's no damage card on this card, remove it. So it looks like you get the opportunity, it's got nice Kylo Ren art on the back there, You get the opportunity to choose a specific pilot damage card that would be terrible for your opponent and potentially assign that to them, to one of their ships. Alright, so our little cutouts here. Looks like we get another target lock, number 55, no, SS. They do numbers on the target locks. Focus, a couple, the shields you need for the ship. The little icon for the condition card, I'll show you the dark side. The other two pilots right there. Let's look at the maneuvers the ship has. So it really can't fly slow. You can't fly one straight. You've got to turn hard to the side. But it looks like 2s, pretty much everything's green you want to do. But 3s, you've got this special turn here, which is in the instructions that explains that. I think this is the first ship I've owned with this. The Talon Roll. Basically use a 3 left or right maneuver, and you turn 180 degrees. Lining up your marker with the front, and then putting them on the side there. So this ship is going to be able to spin around, boost, completely do a 180, but off to the side, and possibly barrel roll back in. I feel like this is going to be a really good ship to play with. The First Order doesn't have many ships to begin with. I think you've got the First Order TIE Fighter, and maybe like a Special Forces TIE Fighter, Kylo Ren's shuttle, now this TIE Silencer, and that may be everything they have right now. So this is a big boost to that. Obviously, you can kind of use it with Imperial ships if you wanted to. Back to the maneuver in here, it looks like I can go 5 straight as a green maneuver, which is really nice. I think you can get across the board quick and then maneuver into position. So this will be a fun ship. I love the model. I've always liked to look at this TIE Fighter. It looks like a real beefed up TIE Interceptor, It's kind of like they stretched it out, but I love the cockpit. That red really is a good contrast with the black compared to some of the normal TIE Fighters. So we're going to check this out. I'll probably do a review of this ship and how it plays after we've played a few rounds with it, but I look forward to checking this out. Thanks for stopping by the channel, guys. We'll see you soon.